Hey you guys, it's Megan. Tonight I am going to be filming some of my decluttering videos, and it is Friday evening presently. It is before dinner, and I'm back from work. I had a 6-hour shift today, and it was from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. So, oh, I wonder if that lighting was really bad. So I was at work like all day, and then I just showered, and I feel so much better, and this is seriously amazing. I have Saturday and Sunday off. I have never had both days of the weekend off since starting this job in September, and I am so excited. Like, I've had off when I've requested off, but that was like I was going out of town or something. But this weekend I have both days off, and I can just relax and catch up on everything I wanted to do, and I'm so excited about it. So expect a lot of videos being filmed this weekend in like bulk, I guess you would say, and I still have a lot of videos to do in this Rediscovering What I Own series. So I made a little list for myself. These are all the different things I want to still do. Body wash, body lotion, scrubs, hair care, foundations, powders, and concealers. That's what I'm going to do in this video. Face brushes, eye brushes, skincare, and then I have like the categories under skincare: cleansers, moisturizers, serums and oils, treatments, and masks. So I still have all of those categories to film for this series, and I'm so glad you guys are loving this series. I am having a great time doing it, and it's really helpful for me to see what I own. So like I said, I'm gonna do my foundations, powders, and concealers in this video. So let me show you where I keep them in my like makeup area. I have some of them in my little acrylic thing on my vanity. So I have 3 of them here. Oh, I guess I'll do primers in this video too. So I have 3 foundations here that I am currently working on. And then a primer, and then I have 2 concealers in that little organizer as well. And then the rest of my like face stuff is in the drawer that has my lip products. So I have my powders here, foundations, and then some primers as well. So I'm going to pull all these out and set them out, and we can talk about them. Before we get started, I just want to mention that the Burberry eyeshadows, these are like my ones that are like the original, the sheer eyeshadows like I talked to you guys about in my weekly repeats and reviews. They have come out with eyeshadows that are now called the Wet and Dry eyeshadow, and I bought a few to compare for you guys. But if you are freaking out like me and some of my friends are, and you love the formula of the original Burberry shadows, and you are scared that they might have reformulated them and they might not be as great, Saks Fifth Avenue still has them on their website. They still have like a bunch of the colors. So just to let you guys know, that'll be linked down below if you are paranoid like I am, but I'm excited to review the new ones for you guys in hopes that they will be just as amazing. So getting on to the topic of this video, I have my primers, foundations. Oh wait, I didn't do like an overview like I normally do. I have my primers here. I have 3 primers. I have my foundations here, and then my concealers and my powders. So I'm gonna go over all these like I have with all my other categories, and yeah. So I only have 3 primers, but 2 of them are sample sizes. This is the Laura Mercier foundation primer in Protect, which has an SPF of 30. And I haven't opened this yet. I've used Laura Mercier foundation primer many times in her free samples. Like every Laura Mercier thing comes with a free sample of this. But this has the SPF, which I think is really cool. So that will be something I'll use up soon. And then I also have the CoverFX Calming Primer Foundation sample. This was in a some sort of free sample basket or like bag from Sephora, and I really like CoverFX primers, so I'm really excited to try this calming primer. Like, I don't really know why it's called the calming primer, but we will see how I like that. And then the one that I'm currently using is the Too Faced HangoveRx primer, and this one's really, really nice. I love it because it's silicone free, and it also has an awesome pump as the dispenser, but it's like a squeezy bottle as well, so I think I'll really be able to get every drop out of this. So I've really been enjoying it, and as you can see, it's pretty much all used up. I don't have a lot left in here, so I love that. So those are my only primers, and I worked really hard last year to like keep using up all my primers and not to have a bunch all at once, so I really am proud of that. Okay, a goal that I have for myself this year is to use up all of my foundations. So right now, these are the foundations I have, and as you guys know, currently I am working on these two, using them up in two of my different projects. I have the MUA Undress Your Skin Illuminating Foundation in Porcelain, and then the Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation in number 51. So I've been mixing these pretty much every single day that I am wearing foundation. Today, in this video, I'm not wearing any makeup at all, but I've just been mixing these two together. It's a nice combination. I don't have a lot left in the MUA. It's getting really low. The Bourjois, I am like to here. So I have, I would say like a third of the bottle to, like, that's a third of the bottle gone. So I've been mixing these two. These aren't ones that I think are really awesome. Both of them are like a UK, like, accessible products, like UK drugstore brands, and I think that they're nice, but the Bourjois is a little too dark for me. Like, it's, as you can see, like, compared to my hand, it's like a lot darker. And the MUA, since it's in porcelain, it's really like nice and fair, so it's a good combination, but I don't think I would like want to get either again, but they're nice. Then I have this L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder, and this is in, Classic Ivory number 312, and this is like a really thin consistency. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before, probably. I've had this for a few years since it came out, and I hate the, oh my gosh, I'm like such a disaster today. It's really hard to like show you guys stuff because I am like scrunched back here behind my tripod trying to show you guys, but whatever. So it's just like an opening on the top, which I don't really like because it's such a thin consistency. But this is a really nice light coverage, really natural looking foundation. It's not one that I like remember that I like, but when I use it, I remember how nice it is and how much I like it. So this is one that I will be using probably more spring summer, just because it's like it dries to a powder, and for me that looks more natural when I have more like oils coming through on my skin, so that's like spring summer. But that's one. This Perricone MD No Foundation Serum is still in its box. This is one that I got as a free sample code on Sephora, and it is a much darker color than I am. This is, I think, okay, light to medium. And this is one that I will be trying out this summer. I haven't used it at all, and so it still has like the little dropper thing that you're supposed to use with it, and I'm really excited to try it out. But this summer I was really trying to use up my like BB creams and stuff, so I didn't ever get to try this out when I got it. So I'm excited for this summer to use it, but I have no opinions on that yet. The Bourjois Happy Light Foundation, this is also in the number 51, or 50 actually, but this one really oxidizes on me. Even though it's in the porcelain shade, it's very like dark. It's weird. So I have to try this out a little bit more when I'm a little bit like fake tanned or something, because I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to pass this on, because it is so dark on me, at least how I remember it. So this is one that I need to try out. I'm not sure if I'll be using this one up this year. I would have to definitely mix it in with a very, very light foundation to be able to wear this, but we'll see about that. My favorite foundation that I own at the present time is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous oil-free foundation, and I have the number 105, and this is the lightest color that they have. It's called Classic Ivory. This is so amazing. I love the packaging. I love every single thing about this freaking foundation. It is amazing, and the price is so incredible. Like, it is insane how cheap this stuff is for how good it is. It doesn't break me out. It covers really nicely, but it still looks natural. It's absolutely amazing, and the color match is super great for me. So this is my absolute favorite foundation that I have right now. A lot of the ones that I'm showing you, basically every single one other than this one that I have, I am like having to tell myself I need to use up this year, but this Ready Set Gorgeous is one that I'm pretty sure I'll use up without even trying. So I love it, and that's like one of my best discoveries of 2014, so I'm obsessed. I also have the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum. So I have the Healthy Mix, the Healthy Mix Serum, and the Happy Light. My friend Jen has sent all of these to me, and this is in the shade number 51, just like my Healthy Mix is. I can't wait to try this out more. I know that Lisa Eldridge loves the Healthy Mix Serum, so I really want to like use this one very consistently for a longer period of time to like figure out my opinions on it, but I can't really remember anything about this. I haven't used it in so long. So I think I will really love this, but I just haven't used it in a long time. This is one that Sam sent me. This is the Annabelle SkinTrue Natural Lightweight Makeup, and the color is, let's see, Natural Ivory. So this is like a giant tube. It's 1.4 ounces. Most like foundations are a fluid ounce, a single fluid ounce. So I haven't even tried this yet or anything. So I have to give this one a shot once I finish up like these two back here. I'll be able to pick the next foundations that I'm trying to use up, and I really want to try this one out and see how I like it because she loves this one and has really raved about it. Another awesome cheap foundation is the Wet n Wild Coverall, and this is in the color Light, number 117, and this is way too dark for me. Like, this is a super summer color for me, so I can't really wear this right now at all, and it was so cheap. I don't even know why I'm like keeping it to save for the summer, but I am, and hopefully this summer I'll be able to like mix this with something else or like shear it out or whatever and make it work for me. But this is a fantastic drugstore foundation. This was my love before the Ready Set Gorgeous. This is a wonderful like medium coverage satin finish foundation. The only issue with this is that the color selection is horrible. Like, the color range is so limited and very like yellow based, so that's the only problem with it to me, but it's so awesome if you can find your color. So that's one that I'll be using this summer. And then I do have one foundation sample, and this is the Guerlain Lingerie de Peau Invisible Skin Fusion Foundation with sunscreen, and it is in Beige Clair. So I'm really excited to try this. This is a foundation that I have been interested in trying out. As you can see, all of my foundations, except for the Perricone sample, are drugstore, but I am interested in trying out different high-end foundations and see how I like them, if I think that they're worth it more than like the drugstore ones that I think are fine. But this will be a fun one to try, but I just haven't tried it yet. Okay, those are all my foundations that I'm trying to use up this year. Now moving on to concealers and powders. I only have 2 concealers, and I really am fine with just having 2. I'm not a big concealer person, so these are fine by me. I love the Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection Concealer. This stuff is amazing. Almost all of the writing has rubbed off on it, and I have it in number 2 Light. I could definitely use the fair shade, but 2 Light is fine for me, and it has like this nice doe foot applicator, and it's amazing, amazing, amazing coverage. And as you can see, I've used a lot of it because you can see into the tube of it. So I'll need to either order this online or ask for it in my next swap with one of my friends that has access to this. But this is seriously the most amazing concealer ever, and I can't imagine like ever needing to spend more money than this costs. Is the drugstore price in the UK, and it is so amazing. So if you have access to that and you haven't tried it, you absolutely need to. It's amazing. And then my current under eye like concealer is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Brightening Eye Perfector, and I have it in Fair number 5. And this is just an awesome like brush tip click up concealer. I like this way better than the Maybelline or the L'Oreal ones. This one has way more product in it. I love Neutrogena a lot, and I think that it's more like creamy and not as drying on. Sorry, I'm like failing. I can't see to get this thing in the lid. But I absolutely love this. I am trying to use it up because I only have a little bit left and I've been like just not using it. So I'm trying to use this up now, but it's something I really have enjoyed and I think that it's an awesome product. Okay, powders. As you can see, I have a ton of the Physicians Formula Healthy Wear. The ones that I have opened are Translucent Medium and Translucent Light. Translucent Light is, oh my gosh, I'm like failing all over the place. Translucent Light is my perfect shade. So that is Translucent Light, and then this is Translucent Medium, just so maybe you can see the color difference. This powder isn't even sold anymore. I'm just so in love with it, and I bought a ton when CVS was like clearing it out a few years ago. So Translucent Light is my favorite. This is like, oh, I just absolutely love it. And then Medium is what I use in the summer. So I have those two that I have already used. Then I have a backup of Translucent Light, which hasn't ever been touched before. So I have that. And then I have one called Creamy Beige, which is like a darker shade, and you can see me and my camera. But that I would need to be like tan and in the summer. But for a summer color, this Revlon Nearly Naked powder in number 20 Light is incredible. This is like a super, super nice powder. It's so smooth and nice, and I really love it. So I want to use both of these powders up this year, the two Physicians Formulas that I have open. And I don't use powder a lot, so that's hard for me, but I want to like use these up because these are like older and stuff. And then when I'm ready to repurchase a powder, I would get this Revlon Nearly Naked because it is gorgeous. And even though the light shade is my summer color, they do have a shade lighter that I would buy like for normal times when I'm pale as shit. So that is my like face product collection. I cannot wait to work through all these foundations. It takes a long time to work through foundations, but what I do pretty much always is mix my foundations together or mix my face products, because then I can work on several at a time and get the right color and get the right finish and like customize it to myself, and I can feel like Heisenberg, but instead of making meth, I'm making foundation. So I just love it, and I am going to be so excited when I finally can buy a new foundation and not have all these extras that I don't necessarily love as much. I can't wait to just have like 2 foundations or like 3 foundations at a time and just really love them and not feel like I have to force myself to use them up. Like I just want to use them regularly, and since I have so few, I want to be able to use it up. Foundation and like face products to me, like base products, like basically just making your skin a nice canvas for color makeup, I don't think I need a lot of those. That's not something that excites me. I don't like mixing up my foundations. I'd rather put a highlight on or do a different blush or whatever. I'm just not like a like foundation doesn't excite me. I just want one that stays on, that matches my skin tone and looks nice all day. So I just can't wait to be at that point where I don't have to force myself to use up foundations. I can just use the ones I really want to use. So I'll get there eventually, and hopefully this year, by the end of this year, all of these should be gone. I don't think that there will be a huge problem doing that since I do mix my foundations together. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and this wasn't really like a clearing out episode of this. It was more just like showing you guys what I have, because I wasn't even going to show you this. I thought that it was kind of boring, but it helped me, like now that I have just done this, it really helped me to visualize like how many foundations I actually have and kind of verbalize my opinions on them, which I haven't thought about for a while. So I'm glad that I did this in the end. But I hope that you guys are still enjoying this series. Thank you all for the positive feedback on this. I've really loved it, and I love all of you guys who are doing similar series. It's so awesome to watch. So yeah, I think that I'm going to try to do my brushes before my family gets home and we go to dinner and stuff. But yeah, I hope that you guys are having a great weekend so far, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye!